on everything else. We are live. We are live. We are live. We're live and direct. This is Tokwe Fajingbesi Balogun, and you are live at the village meeting of the CEO. And first of all, if you're joining us on Facebook, please share. If you're joining us on LinkedIn, share. Joining us on YouTube, please share. Call your friends and family because today is going to be exciting. It's going to be really, really nice. And you're going to love all my guests that I have today. And you're going to love everything. You're just going to love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. You're going to absolutely love everything that we have going on today. And you're going to also be able to answer some questions. So get ready to help some of my guests out today. Today's agenda, let me just quickly run through what we have going on today. Today's agenda, good afternoon in America, good evening in Nigeria and in the UK. Today's agenda is a welcome and introductions. Let's know where you're joining us from in the chat box. Let's know where exactly you are. After we do all of the introductions and all of the announcements, we will talk to three fantastic women. But before these three fantastic women tell us what they do and tell us how we can join forces with them, we will ask them questions about Africa. They know today they're going to do Africa 101 quiz. I can already see Fatmata in the green room nodding her head. That one is she's a lawyer and a politician, so you can be sure that she's ready. So they're going to answer questions. The questions are exciting, questions about African geography, about African women. There's a segment that I don't think I will bring today because it's about Nigeria, and I don't want to, you know how we Nigerians, we always take up all the oxygen in the room. I don't want to take up the oxygen in today's room. So I will leave that Nigerian segment out today. But we're going to talk about history. And we're going to do a lot of good stuff. You're going to learn. That's one thing that, I want you to know, you will learn. And today, I want you to bring your kids because the questions that I'll be asking my guests today before they talk about their own work will teach you and will teach your kids. So please make sure that, you bring all your family and friends. And I don't care, we'll put the Facebook link in the chat box for our guests to be able to share. So yes, please put the Facebook and the Insta and the YouTube and LinkedIn, all the links, please put them in the comment section so people can share with their guests. So, let's see, let's go. After that, we'll make some announcements. If you aren't subscribed to our page on LinkedIn, it's new. Please make sure you subscribe. We are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook, and we're on Instagram. Everywhere we are at CEO 100. We're at CEO 100. Please share this link. Nafisat is joining us on Facebook. Thank you very much. Please share the link with your tribe. Let them join us because today you truly do not want to miss anything. Okay. All right. So I'm going to bring my guest on live and they're ready to compete. Are you people ready?
I don't know if I'm ready to compete, but hey, good evening, ladies. Great to see you. Glad to be here.
Are you even ready at all? Are you ready?
Not at all.
Drum roll for us. Maybe we would get that's the energy.
We should have the drum roll and the clapping sound. But before we get into the hard jump questions, how about I let you guys introduce yourselves? Just tell my audience, first of all, where you're joining us from, apart from your name and what you do, where you're joining us from, and which part of Africa you originally call home. And, just introduce yourself. So I'm going to start with Fatmata. You have the first corner of my screen.
Okay, so I am joining you from Silver Spring, Maryland, the United States of America. In White Oak, to be specific. I like to make sure White Oak in Silver Spring, Maryland. And I was born in Sierra Leone.
I didn't know that. I had no idea. I'm telling you, this is the first time I'm hearing that. In my mind, I swear, I didn't know. I thought you were born in Florida. I'm sorry.
I grew up in Florida. No, I was 11 when I was brought to the US,
Ah.
but I was born in Sierra Leone.
Wow. Okay. All righty. No
50
problem.
years 50 years ago.
Yes, Fatmata is
Wow.
turning 50. It's true. And there's a big party. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We're going to talk about this past fabulous 50 years in a second. But let me go to my friend Mariam. Mariam.
Hi, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I am Mariam Nadumansi, all the way from Uganda. And yeah, born, bred, raised, everything in the Pearl of Africa.
Wow. Uganda. You know, the
Yes.
eastern part of Africa is the only part of Africa, no, and the southern part actually. But the eastern part of Africa, I'm so intrigued because I've never been to East or South Africa, and we have to do a sister circle in Uganda at some point.
Absolutely.
Do your next retreat in East Africa.
Yes.
We're coming. We're coming.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I agree.
And this next person is not my guest. She's not my friend. She's my sister. So we're kind of like biased. But Ngozi, please introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are joining from. My name is Ngozi Adebi. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. I am from Delta State in Nigeria.
Ooh.
I was born in Lagos, Luth, to be precise. Lagos University Teaching Hospital.
Oh.
I do HR and leadership development for a living, expanding my coast into other new territories. I'm an author. I also facilitate and I'm an executive coach. In my head, someday I would like to retire early and do good works that help women and children across the world. But until then, yeah, our vision is to revolutionize HR in Nigeria and impact Africa. And that's what we're doing.
And they are impacting Africa like seriously. And today we're going to, we're going to really test her knowledge about Africa
Oh
and
my
test
God.
all of yours knowledge of Africa.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited. Like this is
Well, don't forget, some of us left Africa.
I know, right? In fact,
40
I wish I
years
could say
ago.
the same, like, because
Like,
that's your good out, I tell
that's,
you.
so I'm putting
Put it out there so we are aware.
but also so you're aware, I see that the Uganda people they don't play. They think it's only Nigerians that don't play. Uganda, they don't play. Somebody's already there. Let's fix it with Sharifa. Hey, somebody's here for you. Maria, my baby, see you shining. Okay, now she has brought reinforcements. That's it. So no problem. You can definitely get reinforcement. Get your kids, get your family, get your friends, get somebody that's a text message away that can, quickly tell you the answer because you have all of 30 seconds to tell me the answer. But if you look in the comment section, somebody might be there to help you. So the way the questions are is that I will first of all ask you guys about geography, and then I would ask you about history, and then I would wrap it up with asking you about women. Okay, all right. Somebody said my senior has been part of the team revolutionizing HR.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Kudos to Ngozi Adebi. Thank you. Be ready to help out Pedro, Miriam. Oh, okay. All right, let's start. So my first question is going to go to you, and that is Fatmata. Fatmata, the highest mountain in Africa is Mount Kilimanjaro. Which country is it located in?
You can do this, what matter?
seriously. After I said I've been here 40 years,
For 40 years, yeah?
it comes to me first.
Okay, you know what?
Can I
Let's
help?
just-
Let me help Fatmata with that question so
Okay.
I can just,
Okay.
excuse myself, right?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Which country? She has been to Mountain Kilimanjaro, so this is like cheating. Which country is it?
Wait. Hold up. Kilimanjaro.
Yes. Which country?
Tanzania or Kenya?
You were right. Yeah.
The first one.
Yes.
Tanzania.
Tanzania.
Yes.
Yay!
Okay.
Yes. I was like right there, tip of your tongue.
So I have my referee who is recording points for you guys, and Aderonke is recording points, and we're going to be very generous and very lenient. So don't worry. Okay. Mariam, which country is completely landlocked by South Africa? Completely.
Zambia?
No.
Well, yes. mm, Zambia, there is, what is it?
Trust me, even I
There's
didn't.
Botswana around there somewhere. There's Zimbabwe around there somewhere.
Country is
Yo,
completely
completely.
landlocked. Yes.
Completely.
Sakina,
Namibia. Is it Namibia?
Namibia.
I'm in the comment section.
I know. The comment section is never helping you. Sakina,
Completely landlocked by.
Completely. And I was wondering how come I didn't know about this country for a long time. I didn't even know this country existed until I went to look at the map, and I was like, oh, okay, this is why.
So if you didn't know it existed, how am I supposed to know it exists?
Because you're not helping.
I don't know. Djibouti. I don't know. It's not Djibouti. Like one of those really tiny. The one that they have a king that married many people. What's the name of that? Is it that one?
They have a king that married many people.
Yeah.
Do you know that's what I'm also thinking, but I can't get the name.
What's the name of that?
Somebody in the audience, help us. Somebody on
African country.
Gambia is all the way up in there.
Landlocked by South Africa. Swaziland.
Swaziland.
Really?
Is it Swaziland? Is it not
No,
Swaziland?
it's not.
It's not Swaziland. This is that here has a France.
Sharifa has
Lesotho. See, my baby came through for me as expected.
Is it Lesotho?
Thank you, darling.
Lesotho, okay.
Yes. Let's fix it with Sharifa came through. Okay.
Someone came through. Thank you.
So this is a bit
Lesotho.
unfair because the third question is from Ngozi. And this third question is Rafia, thank you. The third question is from Ngozi, and I feel like she knows this question already.
I hope so.
So
your faith in me will carry through.
Between which countries is Togo sandwiched? Between which two
Togo is
countries?
sandwiched between Benin
And
is that Ghana? And Ghana?
yeah.
Yes, okay, cool. That's the only part of West Africa I know. After that, I don't know who would come. I guess Senegal is somewhere. Yeah, okay, so great. So Togo is sandwiched between Ghana and Benin. Yay! Represented West Africa.
That is correct. So my next question, before I go to my next question.
Only part of West Africa I know. After that, I don't know who would come. I guess Senegal is somewhere. Yeah, okay, so great. So Togo is sandwiched between and Benin. It's like a echo. Yeah.
That is correct. So my next question, before I go, is somebody on air and also? Okay, we don't hear it again. Good. All right. So before I go to my next question, which is for Fatmata. Fatmata, can you tell us something apart from the fact that you're turning 50? Tell me something exciting that you're working on right now.
Oh, you mean besides the fact that I'm running for county council?
That is exciting. Tell us about that. Tell me about you running for county council.
So I'm running for a seat in the Montgomery County Council. It's a local seat. Here, the county council basically makes the laws for the county. So I'm running for county council District 5. This is a district that encompasses the eastern part of the county. And then they brought in other parts to make up the numbers and make up the, for those who are in America may understand, Four Corners, Leisure World, part of Aspen Hill and Lay Hill. and that makes up this new iteration of District 5. It was created by the Redistricting Commission to be what's called a Black plurality. And the idea is to give representation on the county council. As we speak, there are 2 Black men, and one of them is about to term out. After that, there's one, unless some of us win, who are running right now. And this seat is supposed to be a Black sort of district, I guess, a Black plurality district. And they also were able to come together and create a Latino Hispanic plurality district, which is, it's good. It's to give representation, to as many communities as you can give. So I'm running. Election is coming up. Early voting starts next week, Thursday. So it's here. But it's going well. I have 11 organizational endorsements, including the teachers, CASA in Action, which is the largest immigrant rights organization in the region. I just received Mom Demand Action, Gun Sense endorsement, and I received endorsements from current council members. The only woman who's there now, Nancy Navarro, she's endorsed my campaign. When she leaves, there'll be no women. So Mashio Village, we need women representation. And she's endorsed me. So has council member at large, Will Jawando, who is the only African that's there. His father was from Nigeria. And so, Niger people, it's y'all.
Niger people is our turn that we need to turn up. Okay. All right. No problem.
Turn up.
You're running for county council, and we're going to put up some of your website, as well as other women that through you we've heard are running. So we have a list of women who are running, and we're going to put the links to all of your campaigns in the chat box. As a matter of fact, I don't care. You can please start to put them right now so that people would know. There's another Nigerian woman running in PG County, Remi Duile, as well. Our sisters are running, and we need to turn up and turn out. So let's now go to your question, because this country, you have asked for Niger people's vote. This country is that I'm about to ask you about is Nigeria's neighbor. You know how people in America think that Canada is next to is in America. This is how we think Cameroon is in Nigeria. So the capital of Cameroon is which city? Where is the capital of Cameroon?
Oh, it ends with an L-E-Y.
Really?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever known.
Somebody from the campaign should be here helping you, slipping you the answer somewhere.
I'm not very good at that, getting people to be here. Let's see. Cameroon.
Yes.
My Cameroon people, y'all should be watching. Sneak me a message or something.
Capital of Cameroon is which country?
The capital of Cameroon. I don't know if I've ever known it. That's sad. No, I don't know it.
And on the screen right now is your campaign website. So if you're watching us, please make sure you go to Fatmata's campaign website, fatmatabari.com. But who wants to help her in the chat box? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Unde.
Who did somebody come through with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got some help.
Yes. Yaoundé is the capital of Cameroon, and we have a very healthy group of Cameroonians actually in the Maryland area. Very, very healthy group of Cameroonians. So I'm hoping that they've heard you, give a shout out to their capital, and that they're going to come out and come and support you. So the next question is for you, my sister, Mariam. This is so easy. Try. Which is the largest African country by geographical area?
You guys?
I like that, you guys.
She said.
It's like you guys.
No, I know.
We are many.
No, not that many.
Yeah, you guys are everywhere. Like
we are.
No.
Largest African country by geographical area.
That's a trick question right there.
Yeah.
It's a what?
It's a trick question. So yeah, it's not.
Somebody already put it in the chat box. Somebody already put it.
Yeah.
Wait, are this Ugandan people? Are this Ugandan? Hey, God, oh, this is
And it's
serious.
all my sisters, so I've got my family backing me up.
Yes,
Algeria.
yeah.
Yes,
Algeria
Algeria.
is the largest. It used to be Sudan, but when the
Thank
country
you, Sumaya.
split, it became Algeria. No, it's not Nigeria. Sorry.
I was shocked the day I found out. I was like, what?
I know, I know. Can you imagine? So everybody's doing well so far, even though people are doing well with health, but it's okay. Because in which country would you find the popular city of Timbuktu?
Why now? Timbuktu. Where's Timbuktu now?
Have you not heard of it?
I've heard of Timbuktu. Isn't that a song or something?
No.
No, that's Zambezi or something. Timbuktu. That's
Timbuktu.
Eastern. That's Eastern Africa.
No, there are people, our cousins.
Our cousins. Okay, I might need to get help. Let me remove my glasses.
Timbuktu. Timbuktu. I see the Ugandan army is here. So they've
Okay,
helped you know.
I'm
Somebody has,
getting
the Ugandan army has helped you.
Mali. Is it Mali?
It is in Mali.
Yeah,
It is in Mali.
Mali. Okay,
And I
Mali.
think that one very if our kids and the younger generation are listening, are
Timbuktu.
watching, this Africa 101 is very dear to me because I think it's important that we know, where we're from. We know who we are. If you know how tall your ancestors were, you stand straight, you
I
know.
know.
And Timbuktu is very significant in African history because the richest man that has ever lived, not John D. Rockefeller, no, is Mansa Musa. He was so wealthy that when he made the pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia, he gave out so much gold that he depressed the gold market for 12 years. That's how wealthy this man was. And he opened up trading in Timbuktu to
Mm,
the Europeans and to so many other people. And these are our ancestors,
just
right?
as.
So it's important that we know who they are. And I'm going to start the questions back from Ngozi, but I want Ngozi to tell us about something that she's working on. You launched something yesterday. What is it?
Oh, awesome. So we launched something called the SOP box for women, and for me, we thought it was important to be able to look at the African woman very wholesomely, for lack of a better way to put it. So how does what does she do to remember herself? How can she focus on developing herself within her organization? And more importantly, the conversation around climate and just the planet. What can she do? In her little corner of the world. And so we thought it was important to create something that will enable that become a reality. So it's a hybrid tech product because we're marrying technology with a physical product, like something you can touch and feel, but it's also tech driven. We know that we're doing 1,001 things as the African woman, and every day a share of mine is we're competing for everything, being a homemaker, being at work, being a leader, just being a member of the community. And so we believe that this box, when it sits on your desk, sits in your corner of wherever you work from or at home, you remember to interact with it on an ongoing basis. So the self piece is around just the wellness, you understanding what can get in the way of how you show up as a woman. The organizational piece is just engaging with game based learning from a creative thinking point of view as well as risk management. We feel like those two skills, especially just balancing on problem solving, are really critical for how we show up the next decade. Just creatively thinking, and being able to diversify our risk, knowing how to manage that as well. And lastly, I'm very passionate now in new love, around the planet and climate and the conversations around, can we even start to separate our waste first and foremost at home? Do we know exactly how to help to shift this conversation? Because I think a lot of times, and even I'm guilty of that. I feel like every time we hear Greta or some people speaking about the climate a couple of years ago, I'll just be like, it will be okay. We are dealing with light situations. We don't have power here or water. All will be fine. But then I realized also just from research that whatever we do here helps Greta and the rest of the world, right? So that's one conversation that is not sort of warehouse in Lagos or Aba or some place in Ogun State, that if we shift dynamics around here, it will help. It's one planet. And so encouraging us first to understand just grasp the knowledge around recycling, what to do with it, and how to empower the conversations from home, from a retail perspective, not just so much, every company now, again, in Nigeria, I'm sure across Africa and the world, have a sustainability agenda, conversations around what they can do, but it still sits up there from a wholesale perspective as I speak to it. And the retail perspective is you and I, well, at least in Nigeria, and all of us, just separate the ways, understand the conversations around it, and the good that can come from there. So we're excited about Soapbox's potential to be able to enable a woman focus on herself, her organization, and the planet on an ongoing basis every day. Just spend 15 minutes interacting, but shifting the needle, because we can look back and see how far we've come, in weeks and months in terms of how this would help us. And I really am excited about these possibilities.
Thank you. And very soon we're going to ask you, and we're going to display on the screen where we can connect with this soapbox. When I saw it in Nigerian, I said soap.
Not soap, soapy. Yeah, there's some people call it soap box. I said, okay, soap box, sub box, SOP box. What makes you happy? Soap box reminds you like you're washing something in the house. Soap box.
Yes, like the planet clean. But now we've heard from Fatimata trying to put us at the front and center of the conversation that concerns not just the women of African descent, but everyone. And she lives in my district. So this is of particular importance to me. But then we are shifting now from the US. Sometimes in the US we think we are the whole thing, but we're not. But now we're shifting all the way to Nigeria to see another woman working on how we can leave a better planet for our kids, and really shift this conversation to helping that multitasking woman, including me. I'm sitting down here on my dining table doing all kinds of things, which is where I spend my entire day. But we really need to see how we can help the environment, help ourselves, and in so doing, heal the world. When I go through the next round of questions, I'm going to come to you, Mariam, and going to tell us what you're going to work on, what you're working on. But for now, I'm going to go back to our questions, and the last round of geography questions.
Oh dear.
Is coming up. And this one goes to you, Fatmata. Are you ready? So, Malawi shares borders with 3 countries.
Lord. I'm sorry. I'm like, what?
What is wrong?
You see, when somebody in the continent says, "Oh boy," what am I supposed to do? That left almost 40 years ago.
She forgot that you're a lawyer. Okay, lawyers have the answers to every question.
Not true. Okay,
it's true. Yeah. Malawi shares borders with 3 countries, 2 of which are Zambia and Mozambique. Which is the third one?
Zambia, Mozambique.
O'Shea?
Zimbabwe?
No.
It's not them. Okay, hold on.
I'm expecting the Ugandans to come through in this chat box right now. I know it's not your girl that owns this question, but you people can do it.
Nah. So Malawi, what is it? Give me the 2 countries. You said it was.
Oh, okay. I should give you the 2 countries that shares the border. And this is such a tricky question, because when you think about the country that I'm asking about, you probably think, about the region of Africa where it is.
Mozambique. Is that what you said?
I said Mozambique and Zambia.
Okay, say that again. Ask the question again.
So Malawi shares borders with 3 countries, 2 of which are Zambia and Mozambique. Which is the other one?
Tanzania again. Tanzania.
It is correct.
Ooh, look at that. I had no idea.
And you see, the Ugandans came through. Tanzania is the correct answer. That is correct. That is correct. But when I saw this, I was like, actually, shout out to Aderonke who compiled these questions. Aderonke, she's here behind the scenes somewhere, did a good job. And when I saw it, I was like, no, there's no way Tanzania is in East Africa or something.
Yeah,
why is it sharing a border with all these South African countries? And then I was like, oh, I looked at the map. I was like,
yeah.
So I just found that out today. Thank you. So let's go to you, Mariam. The largest city in Africa by population. Largest city in Africa. This one is easy.
Mm-hmm.
Lagos.
I know.
Lagos.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Of course.
Is
But
is
of course. 3 hours in traffic. And then average.
as in, as in, let's just, if you've never been to Lagos, just make a trip. Just plan a trip. That's all I can say. For all of us who are coming here, if you've never been in Lagos, you have to experience Lagos. Because you might think I've been to New York, so what's the big deal? New York is New York is a baby inside the uterus compared to Lagos. I was in Florida once, and this taxi driver was just cutting the road and all those things. And then I didn't flinch, and he was like, "Oh, where are you from?" I said, "I just flew in from New York." He said, "Oh, no wonder you're not feeling." I said, "No, no, no, that's not why. I'm from Lagos originally. If you ever heard about Lagos, this one you're driving is still small. So you will have to go to Lagos. Lagos, Lagos, Lagos." So the final geography question goes to you, Ngozi. South Africa is surrounded by two oceans. You've been to South Africa, so you should know this answer. It's surrounded by two oceans. One is the Atlantic Ocean. Which is the other one?
The Atlantic and the Mediterranean.
Really?
I don't know. Hold on. Atlantic,
The Atlantic
Atlantic Ocean, and what? The Pacific.
and the
I'm almost there.
yes, yes. No, there's only one other ocean. I think I don't know. think, think about seashells. All these places. Which one is their ocean? The ocean that also has the name of a country.
Ah,
There's one ocean that also is the name of a country.
of a country. Now you throw me off.
Somebody. So, oh my goodness.
Who says rhymes with in India? What is that?
Where are Nigerian sisters? Well, yes. Let me ask you. Where are
I know.
I hope Nigerian sisters
Indian
are
Ocean. Is it?
Indian Ocean. It is true.
Someone help me in the chat.
But I just say that I want to say for the purpose of my Ugandan sisters who have been killing it in this chat, please, our village meeting is every last Wednesday of the month.
And they should all show up.
You must all show up. All the Ugandans must show up. Because right now I am like loving this interaction and this engagement, So thank you to everybody. So it's the
Indian Ocean.
Indian
Look at that.
Ocean. So before we start with the history, I want to go to you, Mariam, and can you tell us what you're working on? Because I love your profile, a women empowerment enthusiast. I'm like, okay, I love that. And I see some of the things that you put up. Can you tell us some of the things you're working on?
So obviously I'm a Muslim woman. I'm an African Muslim woman. I'm a woman. That should have been first, but yeah. So it's like it goes hard, harder, hardest. So So my aim is my concentration, everything, most of the things I do are aimed at Muslim women. And I'm working on the Veiled Millionaire, which is a platform that brings together amazing, amazing Muslim women from all around the world. So the purpose of that platform is to inspire other Muslim women, to show them what's being done and to remind them that they can do it as well. Because there's a lot of misinterpretation from the dean about so many limitations that don't actually exist. And very few people talk about how high Islam places women. Very few people talk about, how we were like the best traders, how we're allowed to work. Yeah. So the whole point of the Veiled Millionaire, which is the name of the platform, is to just empower us as Muslim women all around the world to go out there and, secure the bag, show up for ourselves, show up for our families, our communities, and just make a difference in whatever little way we can. And on a small scale, I have started with a few people still, like a microfinance kind of thing to help women who actually want to do something for themselves, but maybe they don't have the capital to start it. and just giving them like interest-free loans, but with advice and follow-up in their businesses. And the bigger picture of that is, I don't know, an Islamic bank owned by me. That would be nice. But yeah, for now, that's how we are moving. I know everyone wants to have a baby girl lifestyle. I know I do. So so we are trying to show ladies in different ways how to, make boss lady moves to achieve the baby girl lifestyle. But still, our focus is mainly on the Muslim women, because it's like our hard is different. Our hard is is on a whole other level. Like the sister Aisha Adams, she just brought out a movie. I think it was a short movie. I think a day or two ago, called Against All Odds, and it was talking about exactly that. How you can prosper as a normal woman, but then the moment you throw Islam on it, it's like it all just turns around for you. Like it all just, vanishes. So he's talking about how a Muslim woman, can do everything against all odds, and which is basically what you're trying to do with the Develop Millionaire. So
Baby
yeah.
girl, boss lady moves. Oh my goodness. I am
Tough life.
yes. This is very good. Soft life, yes, yes. No, soft life ambassador. That has to be you right now. That's the slogan.
Yes, yes.
Soft life, but I think it's very important, because I always say this, that when I show up, especially as a female Muslim immigrant woman who is then venturing into agriculture or community development, it's like, whoa, this is too many minority ID cards that you're trying to display. It's very confusing for us. But I think that I've come to appreciate that confusion. I've come to love it, because you don't even know which one to attack first. You don't even know which one. Do you want to talk about the fact that I'm a woman? Oh, okay, you're still arguing about that one. Then you say, oh, this woman is covering, she has something on her head. Then, oh my God, she's from Nigeria, accent is funny. Like, you're everywhere. But by the time you wrap your head around that struggle, me, I've already made my money. And, and when we have people like you being the soft life ambassadors, baby girl life, yes, yes, we're doing it. Thank you so much. I think not just for Ugandan women, but for all women of African descent. And honestly, we are of various faiths on this call right now, but I always say that the enemy of the Muslim woman, especially the Muslim Black woman, is the ill-informed Muslim of African descent, because they start to say, oh no, don't do that. They don't want you to leave the boss girl life. And I'm saying, let me tell you something. I'm looking at Khadija. She was the boss. She was running towns and running businesses. So who are you to tell me I can't run this thing? So, I think it's very important to see people like you that are doing this, and they are here. Any small change, that's right, sis. I'm a Muslim woman with a bang. Okay, thank you, all these boss ladies. And thank you again to I see the Nigerians are now talking in the chat, but they are my best friends right now. They are my best friends, and they have to come back to Shio. So let's go through history.
Ooh.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
No, not really.
No, not really.
Not really. Okay. Because I'm going to start from you. Which country was once called Dahomey?
Dahomey. I don't know. Why does Cameroon come to mind? I have no idea. It's of Douala, Dahomey.
Which country? Somebody has helped inside the chat box. These people are too smart. That's the problem.
Oh, Alaji Funky, Busala. Thank you, baby girl. Benin. Okay.
The Republic of Benin. Yes, it was
Really?
called Dahomey. Yes, it's true.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
That.
I was watching this, and shout out to the people who produced this documentary on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, please go watch it. And if I don't care if you can find the correct name and help me put it in the chat, in the comment section. It's called Bigger Than Africa. It's about Yoruba culture. Oh my goodness. I watched it and I cannot believe, how much I didn't know about my own culture.
Yeah.
The Yoruba culture in Brazil, the Yoruba culture in Trinidad and Tobago, in South Carolina, in the USA, in Republic of Benin, and all around the entire West African coast, where till today people are still speaking Yoruba, and they still, in fact, some of them, their Yoruba is gangster. Even if I try to listen, I'm like, it's with an accent and big dialect. Yes, Busola has put this on it's on Netflix. It's bigger than Africa. Thank you very much. So that's where I learned about Dahomey from just last week. Miriam, you're next.
Really? Really? Pass.
So, oh my God. What is the capital of the country that used to be called Abyssinia?
Is it Addis Ababa?
Addis Ababa. See, it was so easy.
I know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how I got that, but thank you.
Yes, Abyssinia is modern day Ethiopia, and it used to be called Abyssinia. It's the capital is Addis Ababa. It's one place I really truly want to go. Okay, now this is you next, my sister Fatimata, Your Excellency. Because when you win, we start calling you Your Excellency. This is Nigerian coming out, Your Excellency. That's it. And we give you a Yoruba name or an Igbo name or a Hausa name, but you have a Nigerian name. Okay. Which African country used to be known as the Malagasy Republic?
The Malagasy Republic? Madagascar? No.
What did you say?
Madagascar?
Madagascar. It is true. It is correct. Yay! Madagascar. It is correct. It is correct. It is true. So, let's go to another question in history, and we will go to you, Ngozi. Who was the first woman to become the Sarauniya, that's the queen, in a male-dominated African society?
Queen Amina.
Oh, wow.
Of Zaria.
Why are you boasting? Why are you
Auntie Amina?
Okay. Next is my sister, Mariam. And I know the Ugandan army is ready. You right now. Who was the first African to drive a car, and when did he drive it? The first.
But like how?
I know, right?
Like how?
How random is that?
And
no, come on.
Why did a man even? Yeah, I didn't find easier.
That's not fair.
Question. I know. I agree with you, Mariam.
Okay, so this.
What history book has that? What? No.
And I'm sure Aderonke is wondering, she's probably thinking, no, I didn't put this question there. I actually just added the question.
Well, but why? Guys,
Why?
please, chat box, help me.
Who was the first African to drive a car, and when did he drive it? This one is for you, members of the audience. The first African to drive a car, and when did he drive it?
I know. You're feeling oppressed by Team Uganda, but come on, let's try and be fair with this.
Some Ethiopian man, Buzola said.
I know, right?
He has to be.
In the 1900s.
Buzola, really? Some Ethiopian man in the 1900s? Seriously?
Her answer is just as random as your question.
But you know what? Her answer is actually correct. Because the first African man to drive a car, which happened in 1907, is Emperor Menelik II.
Oh dear.
Yes. He reigned from 1889 to his death in 1913. Not only was he the first African to drive a car, he is known for his territorial expansion and creation of modern-day Ethiopia. Most notably, he's remembered for leading Ethiopian troops in a decisive victory at the Battle of Adwa against forces of fascist Italy. He successfully defeated the Italian forces and became the first in history by an African country over a colonial power. I'm like, this is a boss man.
That's a boss man.
Yeah.
What's his name again, please?
Emperor
We'll put in the
Menelik
chat.
II.
Emperor who?
Menelik II reigned from 1889 till his death in 1913. And truly, I have to say that at this point, I know my history as a random guest on Impact Africa. Yes, Busola has been on Impact Africa, but not on Impact Africa since 2013. Yes.
13, not 13.
Yes, 13. No, but truly, to be honest, I think of all the things, of all the ways Impact Africa has evolved, this is one part that has remained constant for me, because I think it's very important for us to keep this history and for us to understand the geography of our continent. I know I'm so ashamed that I know more of American geography than of African geography. But how do we, when we don't even know who we are, we don't know what we are, how can we be proud of this continent that is going to be the most populous continent in the world by 2050? By 2050, 1 out of 4 people in the world will be African.
Nigerian, but okay.
No. Having said that, Nigeria will take over from the US as the 3rd most populous country in the world in 2050, with a population of 400 million. That's double our current population. So if you think it's a problem day now, problem never deal. Problem goes for day. If we don't have work for 400 million people. But but of course, China and India will still be number 1 and 2 because they will have 1 billion plus each. But this continent, Africa would have 3 countries in the top 10 most populous countries: Ethiopia, DRC, and Nigeria. The population of these 3 countries are projected to reach 1 billion people by 2050. This is an opportunity if we can take it. But how can we take the opportunity if we don't even know who we are and who our neighbors are? So for me, this is Africa 101 is our lifelong learning platform, where we definitely, want to make sure that we know our history, we know our geography, we know our people, and our people know us. So the final history question is for you, Fatmata. And that final history question is, this person is a Nigerian woman, so let's just put that out there. She was known as the Lioness of Lishabi, and she was the first African woman to drive a car. Who is she? Or who was she? She was known as the Lioness of Lishabi. Lioness, as in.
It's that lioness that I know, but I can't. It's to the tip. I cannot. I don't know about the driving part.
Yeah.
But I know who it is.
Peep in the chat. Peep in the chat.
In the chat, it's there. The answer is right there in the chat.
Thank you. Is that what's the name? Pedro?
No. Somebody has put the right answer.
Right, Funmilayo.
Funmilayo Ransom Kuti.
Thank you, Pedro.
Funmilayo Ransom Kuti, and that is correct. So, ladies, before I give the audience their questions, I want to give you guys a chance to tell us more about where we can find you, how we can support you, and just close this up with where we can find you and how we can support you. I'm going to start with you, Fatmata.
Okay, so I am on www.fatmatabari.com. I am on Facebook. You'll find me. My campaign page is there, Fatmata Barry for County Council, and my personal page is just Fatmata Barry. I do a lot of online activities. One of the major things I do, besides running for office, is promoting healthy living. So sometimes I'll post a lot of things about food, healthy foods. I do my workout and I post it online, including African dance. So you can join me sometimes. So you can find me on Facebook. You can find me on my website. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. And I will give you the handles off the top of my head. I don't know them, but we'll put them up. Give it to you, Tope, to put in the chat.
You can put it in the chat and then put it in our private chat, and then we will put it up.
Okay. So you can find me on those 3. If you are in the US and you're in the DMV area, we need volunteers. We need support. Elections coming up. It's in a few days. We need people to be at the polls to help hand out materials that have my information on it. So hit us up. Email is info@fatmata, FATMATA, BARRIE.com. You can email me directly because I'm also very open to mentoring young women. So you can email me directly at fatmata@fatmatabarry.com. Okay. And that's me. And my personal email, fbarrylaw, the number 1 @gmail.com.
All right, we're going to put your website and your email up so that people can see it. So Aderonke, please work on that to put her website and her email up. So thank you very much. Thank you. Please, once we close the session, we're still going to have a couple of questions for the audience members. Please don't go away, and make sure that you are there to engage. And if you're listening and if you're watching whether the live or the replays, please make sure that you support our women who are running. Fatmata is one of those women running. You can give a donation. She didn't say this, but money, I'm an accountant, I'm a Jebu person. Money is cocoa. So you can donate to her campaign. You can volunteer your time. You can tell your friend. My neighbor has a sticker of hers on my on here. So you can do stuff to support our women that are running fatmatabarry.com. All right, Mariam, how can we find you and how can we support you?
I'm mainly on Instagram. Like, who is it? As an architect and an interior designer, I'm on at Livers Gallery. As a business coach, as Mims Mirembe. And as the Veiled Millionaire, I am as the Veiled Millionaire. And random fact, you see the 3 countries you were saying are going to be the most populated in Africa? Yes. The area I stay in Uganda, in Kampala, the capital, is called Kansanga. But it's called USA, United States of Africa, because we have so many Nigerians, so many Ethiopians, so many Congolese.
What?
And so many South Sudanese. So now we're like just the tiniest bit of the population here.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I always say Nigeria, we go everywhere and we suck out the oxygen, unfortunately. Because we're many. Right now, 1 in 5 Africans is Nigeria. So, we are here. We're always there. And we we thank you for accommodating us, and we hope that we are good guests.
Well, we welcome you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm putting up your information right there. These are all the platforms you can find Mariam on Instagram. So please, if you're not following, please go and follow right now. She does post amazing stuff. I really, really enjoy, being connected with her. Thank you very much. And of course, you also please stay around because there are more questions. Ngozi, where can we find you and how can we support you?
Okay, so I'm on LinkedIn as Ngozi Adebiyi. Website is outsideinhrng.com, and on Instagram as Ngozi Zoe. I believe that you have received it. I just post my LinkedIn. Yeah, that's it, pretty much.
Fantastic. We are definitely going to put all of those up right now. Ladies, I want to thank you so much for joining. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you will, continue to engage with us. We are CEO 100 on all platforms. Please continue to engage. Thank you so much for being my guest today. Please don't go away. I'm going to take you out of the studio, but there are still more questions to be asked, and you guys can definitely engage. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, guys, I'm putting up this is Fatmata's information. Please make sure that you follow her, you engage, you support. And I also put up what's Mariam's own, and we'll put it back up again. And we're going to put up Ngozi's own in a minute. So please make sure that you engage with these fabulous ladies who are doing amazing work. This is something that we want, we need to be doing. So if they're leading it, let us make sure we support. So now I have questions for those people and those of you people like Busola and Co that are always that are always saying, they are always in Africa 101 and they've not won anything. Oh yeah, this is your chance to win. Let me ask you questions. But ask this question, please make sure that the fastest finger is the one who wins the bragging rights. The fastest finger wins the bragging rights. My first question is, so you cannot answer this one because we've asked it before in an Africa 101. Who was the first Nigerian female artist to sell 1 million copies of her album? Who was the first Nigerian female artist to sell 1 million copies of her album? Who was the first Nigerian? Busola is giving you hints. Chai, these people know. The first Nigerian female artist to sell 1 million copies of her album. Hey, Sakina, thank you. But what's her last name now? Salawa. Queen Salawa Beni. That is correct. Sakina, you get the bragging right for this round. Ashake. Nafisat. Asha. How? From where? It's Queen Salawa Beni. This next question is also about women. Who was the first female African novelist to have an internationally published work in the English language? Who was the first African female novelist to have an internationally published work in English language? The first African female novelist to have an internationally published work in the English language. Who knows the answer to that? Chai. The first. Fatmata, did you say Tiwa Savage? No, it's not. The first African is not Miriam Abba. No. It's not Chimamanda. Nafisat. These ones that are coming, Chimamanda and Co, they are just coming. No. The first to have her internationally published work in English language. Chai. Buchi Echemeta. No. The first woman to have an internationally published work in English language is Miss Flora Nwankpa. Miss Flora Nwankpa. Miss Flora Nwankpa. Yes, we need to understand how great the women who have come before us were. Miss Flora Nwankpa. Okay, I'm going to ask one more question. One more question. Which is the second highest mountain in Africa? Which is the second highest mountain in Africa? Which is the second highest mountain in Africa? Second highest mountain in Africa. Olumo Rock. Olumo Rock ni. Second, we've said the highest mountain is Mountain Kilimanjaro. What about the second? Which is the second? Going, Zuma Rock. What's wrong with these Nigerians? No, it's not Zuma Rock. The second highest mountain in Africa is Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya. Yes, Busola, Mount Kenya. So, sisters, I want to thank you so much for for being with us today. After this show, we're going to put up a flyer, and I wish I had that right now. I would have loved to share it with you guys. with some fast facts about a destination in Africa, which is Senegal, which is a place that you all know. We CEOs are headed to very soon. We are going to Senegal. Unfortunately, I think only 8 of us are going, and there's no more room. There's no more space. The house is actually full. But we want to talk about, I want to share some facts about Senegal with you guys, because like I said, it's very important that we understand where we're from. And we will share this on our in our stories on Instagram and on LinkedIn when we're done. But French is the official language, but Wolof is far more commonly spoken across the country. It is the home to Africa's tallest statue. Africa's tallest statue, it's called the African Renaissance Monument. It's in Senegal. It is the home to Senegal welcomes citizens from all ECOWAS member states to visit without a visa. In addition, citizens from EU countries like Brazil, Canada, Central African Republic, Chad, India, Japan, USA can also visit Senegal without a visa for up to 90 days. It's known for delicious cuisine, including something, the name is very long, but it's fish and rice. And also peanut stew, I think it's called mafe, and the chicken yassa. Senegalese name, that's fried spring rolls. Yummy. I am going there in about 2 weeks. I'm so excited. Senegal has 7 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. 7. Gori Island and the Duju National Bird. We'll put this up on our page. Senegal has the most beautiful beaches, and the number 1 spot is in Senegal is what? Who knows what the number 1 sport in Senegal is? Like how Nigeria number 1 sport is soccer. In Senegal, what is it? Fatimata, you should know this one because you're from Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is the same S with Senegal. What's their number 1 sport in Senegal? While I'm looking for answers to that, Senegal, the westernmost part of Africa, has a population of about 17.617 million people, about 18 million people. And it has a pink lake that is very known to be medicinal. Fish and rice, yes, sounds like something, yeah. The number 1, yes, wrestling. Christiana Omar is joining us from London. That's my sister right there. Yes, coming to save the Nigerians. The number 1 sport is not soccer or cricket. It is actually wrestling. It is wrestling. So Senegal, like I said, we're going there. Shio will be going there on July 17th, from July 17th to July 21st. We will be having a retreat for women. My goal, my hope is that we have this retreat every year. And right now, my hope is that we are able to have this retreat in June. So mark your calendars. We hopefully will be able to have this early in June. Why are we picking June, apart from the fact that it works in the calendar somehow? It's also, June is Immigrant Heritage Month in the US. It's Immigrant Month. And what a fantastic thing to do, to go back to where we're from. They're always saying, go back to where you come from. Let's go back to where we come from in June and go have a good time. So please, if you aren't following us on any of our platforms, please follow us. You can find us online at thesheo.org. Make sure you connect with us there. Also connect with us on all platforms at CEO100. On LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. Everywhere we're at CEO100. Please make sure you connect with us. We have many exciting things coming up. One other exciting thing that I want to share with you today is that CEO will become a membership organization starting next year, 2023. So we're going to soon start a membership campaign. There will be 3 categories of membership for individuals. There will be the cohort membership. The cohort membership will be for women of African descent who have gone to university. They've gone to college, but they've not been able to get their way up on the ladder. And our goal is to help them get into a network of sisters and to give them access to mentors that would really help them. So we would have a cohort membership. We would also have a club membership. Club membership is for you and I, all of us. This is our way of having an accountability circle, our way of also mentoring the cohort people. People tell me, I want to give back to people in Africa. I've been here for so long and I want to be able to mentor a woman in Africa. This is your chance. Join the CEO Club. when we launch our membership, and you will be able to, you will be assigned your own mentee, who is a woman of African descent, and you'll be able to help her together with your club partner. You would also get a mentor from the champion level members. Champion level members are women in the C-suite. They're women who are going to mentor us club members, and they're going to help us serve our community. So it's going to be very exciting. There will be so many amazing things coming out of that membership. But please make sure that you are tuned in to us on all social media platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. We are at SheEO 100, and you can find us on the web at thesheeo.org. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Remember to support the women who are running. Please support our women who are running. Fatima Barry was up here today. There's also Remy Duyile. There's so many women who are running. Please support them. Please support them. Thank you all so much. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you this past 1 hour. You can see the women running. Their websites are being put on your screen right now. Please support these women. They're women of African descent. We need to be represented. If we're not at the table, we're on the menu. And it's time for us to start, being important, members of decision making. Thank you to all my guests today, Fatimata, Ngozi, Mariam, and thank you to the Ugandan Army. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miriam. I know it's so late where you are, so thank you for joining me, Miriam Alegbade. Thank you, Christiana Omakolo. Thank you, Basira. Thank you, Busola. Thank you, Nafisat. Thank you, Sakinat. Thank you so much, everyone who joined us today. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to having you at the next village meeting last Wednesday in July. And one more thing I want to talk about: the membership. The members of SheEO, the club members, are the ones who will start to organize and host the village meeting. I am so excited about that. It will not be me. It will be like there will be a cohort that will be hosting every month. And so you guys will put up the show that you want. If it's our Ugandan army that is hosting a particular month, they will put up the show that they want. And it's going to be your own making, a place for Africans to gather together, a real village meeting for us to gather and learn and bond and share. Thank you. I will leave you now, and I would hope that we'll connect on all our social media platforms. Take care, everyone. God bless.